The New York Knicks right now are one of the smallest teams right now in the NBA. They're very small. And I do not want the New York Knicks to trade Mitchell Robinson, especially if he comes back with the front court of a guy like Karl-Anthony Towns and Mitch Robinson in the front court. Not only does it help a guy like Karl-Anthony Towns do what he does best, and that's stay around the perimeter and dominate around the perimeter. He's one of the best shooting big men in the NBA. Karl-Anthony Towns, as good as he's been for the New York Knicks this year, he really hasn't played his natural position. And his natural position is the power forward position. If he moves to the power forward position, he becomes one of the more dominant power forwards in the NBA. It completely changes the dynamic of the New York Knicks. The pick and roll at the top of the point. The New York Knicks right now have the opportunity to get Mitch Robinson back and get Mitch Robinson back 100% healthy. Now, I don't think you need to rush Mitch Robinson back because Mitch always gets hurt, at the tail end of the season, 2 weeks before the season, then goes into the playoffs, and he winds up going down in the first 2 weeks. You got to make sure that he is 100% and make sure that he is going to be able to be moved in that rotation if they have a chance to really knock the Boston Celtics off or knock one of these teams in the Eastern Conference like the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers are a big team. They have a tremendous amount of size in the front court. And what makes the Cavaliers so good right now is they're one of the best rebounding teams in the NBA, defensively and offensively. They dominate the boards. And what the Knicks have been over the last couple of years is one of the best board guys. Mitchell Robinson is one of the best offensive board guys in the NBA. And over the last couple of years, if he has been on this roster a significant amount of games, which he never is, I think the most games Mitch Robinson has played for the New York Knicks in the last 4 years is a 60, and the Knicks need him to be at 100%. I do not trade him. Jericho Sims, if you want to trade, Jericho Sims sucks. Jericho Sims is an add-on player. He's not very good, and I don't think putting him with Mitchell Robinson is going to get you a game-changing player.
Right.
Mitch Robinson is a game-changing player. If he's 100%, he's one of the best blockers, he's one of the best rebounders, and that's what the Knicks need if you expect to beat the Boston Celtics or any of these teams that have a tremendous amount of size in the Eastern Conference. I love Kenny Atkinson. I love the type of coach he is. I've said this. I wanted him to be the next Knicks head coach. I actually went to his instruction camps years and years ago. He's from this area. He loves New York. He's been working for the New York Knicks. His first job was with the New York Knicks. He's a great person. I love the fact that Kenny Atkinson got a second chance. The Nets screwed him. That has a lot to do with Mr. The Earth is Flat. Kyrie Irving. This guy, you can see the difference of what the Cavs are now as an organization and a team now that he's there. And by the way, we were invited to go to a Cavs game this year and work and actually be in the booth with, the play. What's his name again?
Tim Alcorn.
Tim. We have to definitely, reach out to him. He's got to live it up, man. We got to go over there. Jabba, you can come with us. It'll be fun. And Alcorn, he comes on our show every single year. He loves the show, and he is a great personality. And he's one of the best voices right now in the NBA. But again, I want to see the Knicks do the right thing here. And I think the right thing right now is ride or die with Mitch Robinson. And Karl-Anthony Towns is not a defensive player like this guy. I mean, this guy is probably the best 5 defender in the NBA. People will argue that, but how many guys would you take in front of him when he is a paint driver? And this guy, he takes the paint off the backboard. He is going to swipe you. He's going to make sure that, he's going to protect the basket. The Knicks, for years, needed that other big man. Now they have Karl-Anthony Towns, who, by the way, is starting to fit in. I mean, everybody is starting to fit in this offense. This is what we wanted to see. The difference of the way this team is playing now. Wow, everybody understands their game, understands their role on this team. And now when you see the role of these players, I mean, it's awesome. Jalen Brunson's not going to score 50 points in a game 1 week. You got, obviously, Towns doing what he's doing. You have all these different guys putting up points, and they have the ability to take over games in many different areas. I think this is the best Knicks team we've seen in about 30 years. I really do, and they're scary when they get Mitchell Robinson back. I mean, you want to talk about Boston? Everybody keeps talking that Boston's going to repeat. Boston does not match up with the New York Knicks when Mitch is in this lineup. Do not, because they can't stop Towns. And who are they going to have? Who they going to have stopping Towns? Not an old man, and you know what I'm talking about, Speedy.
Oh, Mr. Horford.
Well,
Yeah.
Mr. Horford.
Who's
How
undersized for Towns.
There is nobody that's going to be able to defend him, especially if he plays the 5. There is nobody. Who are they going to put Tatum on him? I mean, he outmatches him in strength and the ability to rebound at his position. I think the Knicks are completely a different team with Mitchell Robinson.